I would like to bring the conversation back about this concept of syndication that you touched on. As everyone kind of knows, and if you don't now, you know, we are syndicators. We are real estate syndicators, in our case, apartment syndicators. The concept meaning that syndication is when you bring two groups together, one being the knowledge and the background and an experience, and the other group being the capital, and together you guys complete certain project. Now in the real estate game and in the apartments and in the apartment kind of multifamily spaces, finding deals, managing deals, renovating and upgrading projects, and then the investors or limited partners who come on board, and together we kind of get the projects on. That's what basically on a high level is what we do. Now talk to us about syndication in commercial real estate, and in particular storefront retail space. Have you seen those types of assets being syndicated, and are you personally kind of in touch with any groups that use the syndication model to purchase these assets for their groups?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. In fact, I just got off a call with my accountability partner, and that's all he does is syndications. Now they happen to be kind of contrary to what I'm saying. They're long on suburban office. So they do syndications specifically with suburban office. I have a good friend and colleague who I've done a number of deals with, who created a syndication for single and multifamily here in and around Metro Detroit. And now he's stepped out into the triple net space, and we're starting to syndicate some pharmacy deals. So we're looking at, Walgreens and CVS's that have 7+ years on the lease, because then we can get 25 or 30-year amortization, and that allows his cash on cash return to go up significantly. And we're putting together syndication deals that way. So yeah, syndication is great. There's, on my show, I've interviewed some top syndicators, and, they all say the same thing, which I'm sure you guys will echo. And that's that, syndication provides a tremendous value to the investor. A lot of these investments are out of the reach of a single investor. If we're talking a $4 million apartment complex or a $4 million Walgreens, many people would have 100,000, 200,000, 400,000, but maybe not 4 million. So it enables people who have, less capital to have partial ownership of an asset. That's number one. Number two, it's completely passive, right? So people like you guys or like myself can get our hands dirty, have our boots on the ground, and the actual investors are the ones that are passive and are collecting their rental checks. And number three, it allows experts to focus on what they're doing. The passive investors don't necessarily need to be experts in a specific asset, right? But they need to trust experts like yourselves. And then another thing is diversification. If you're investing in a syndication that's a portfolio, now not only did you not have enough money to buy one of those assets, but you're now owning a certain share that's segregated, that is kind of like amongst an entire aggregate of multiple assets. So yeah, it's a great concept. A lot of people are very fond of it, and I love working with syndicators, especially those who are good at what they do and understand their asset class and their industry.